So Anita, we launched our deterministic protection platform a couple of months back. This is a whole company relaunch, and the reason is because the world runs on software. A lot of companies do the probabilistic part. We call it deterministic protection platform because they are zero false positive, no dwell time, and no one is doing that. And because we are relying upon a software industry these days, whether it's off-the-shelf product, legacy applications, anything happens to the software can create havoc. And as we have the golden image of the software, we know exactly what's going on. The whole intent of the software, the way it's supposed to work. So we say, yep, our platform, which is deterministic in nature, has zero false positive, no dwell time, very different from industry, and we are the only one doing it. The software is supposed to behave. That's why we're launching it, and we have some amazing interest among the channel partners, distributors, and the end user. So that's our focus of this event has been. I must say it has, if you look at ransomware, right? I mean, ransomware attacks have gone 3x over the last 2 years' time. You saw what happened at Colonial Pipeline, you saw what happened at supply chain poisoning with the SolarWinds. So the hackers are getting smarter, and they are basically getting to the areas where there was no pattern in past. So what we say, guys, hang on, you can, how can you stop the attacks with no pattern, no AI, no machine learning? And that's what we saw happening right now. So hackers are always ahead of the software vendors. And since Virsec is in a runtime, protect the software, its way should behave. So very different approach, very different strategy altogether. And we are seeing, rather than relying upon the traditional way of securing a software, we call it architecture 3.0. If you look at, there was a 1.2 about the endpoint security, network security, then came about machine learning, and now we're talking about runtime protection. And since Virsec is sitting on runtime application protection, we're very unique. So look at this way, right? I mean, say if you have a software, whether it's a legacy software, COD software, and we have a golden image. So what we say is the way software is supposed to work, if you can stop any malicious code in a millisecond, we don't have to detect anything, right? The hacking won't happen. And we are doing only, no one else is doing it. And Virsec has a patent technology, we call it app map. And I suppose application behavior is like an app map technology. Any deviation in the path, we detect in milliseconds. And that's our focus has been in the industry. And we have launched the product last year. We have clients globally in terms of critical applications, infrastructure, banking, telecom, government sector. And we have seen a huge growth in that market sector. So of course, Virsec is a dual headquarter. We're based in US, California. We have a strong office in India as well. Our US operations are in Boston, Chicago, Atlanta, Arizona, and San Jose. I am based in California, but I run international sales. Outside US, our key markets are Australia, Japan, Singapore, India, Middle East, Africa, and UK. And we see, we are here in this GISEC. The Middle East market is a very important market for us because we have seen the growth in the attacks which happened over the last 2-3 years' time. That means the critical infrastructure, the government wants solutions like Virsec. So it's an important market for us, and it will be a market for us for a long time. It is for two reasons. One thing is, because cybersecurity hacks have been hacking everywhere, and we have clients, whether it's Jordan, whether it's a ministry in UAE, whether it's ministry in Qatar. We work with a lot of banks, insurance companies. Whether it's a telco or a bank, we have reference stories now. We have a strong presence in Dubai. We work with distributors here. We're opening a new office in Saudi Arabia and Qatar shortly. And you will see the market growth will eventually happen from Dubai. So Dubai will be our headquarters for the Middle East Africa operations. We are also tying up with a lot of global SIs, like we work with Raytheon, we work with IBM, we work with KPMG, and also we work with a lot of distributors based in the Middle East. And our strategy has been to increase channel partners, train them, whether it's the sales side, the SE side, and we have seen the adoption of Virsec platform, DPP platform, like crazy over the last 2 months' time. We have now 40 partners trained on Virsec platform in Middle East Africa region.